The music technology course at Barnwell is one that we're immensely proud of on the basis that we have vocational qualification here which leads directly into aspects of the music industry and into university places which then lead off into areas of the music industry as well. As a course, we've opted to go with the BTEC rather than the A-level, and the reason for that is that the BTEC has a much more hands-on approach to the work. So it's equivalent of 2 A-levels, and there are 8 internal units, 4 per year over the 2 years that they complete the course, with 2 external exams as well. These, again, it's important to outline that these are practical exams. These are not just sat down written in a hall exams. These are ones that students actually physically do as studio production work or as researching specific famous pieces of music, etc. We cover lots of different topics, as you can see from the bottom of the screen as well. So I thought it's important to give you a couple of student work examples. This particular piece is for the sound design unit. It's a hugely growing industry, sound design, and the student who did this work actually produced all elements, including the backing track and all the sound effects that you can hear. You'll hear the chess pieces in a moment. And they've produced every single sound you hear themselves for the entirety of this video. So just some key statistics. We are regularly among the top performing schools in the country in music technology. We're in the top 4% nationally for a number of years. 67% of our students go on to music and music technology universities last year, with 72% as an average grade over the last 3 years achieving that. 100% of our students last year, and actually for the last 5 years, have achieved 2 A grade equivalents for this subject, and last year 67% actually achieved 1 A-star equivalent and an A as their 2 grades. So we are a high performing subject. In terms of our student work examples, this is studio recording techniques. This is one of the pieces the students begin with. They work as audio producers, they work professionally, they source their own musicians, they run their own recording studio. Some of them opt to write their own songs, but they don't have to do that. And they're working with the performers as professionals, and they get to work with some industry professionals on putting these together as well. In terms of career prospects, our first course graduates are now in a range of different jobs. When we started this course several years ago, these people are obviously now going through universities or through alternative routes. We've had a student who's now a lecturer completing their master's degree in audio production is what they're doing, and they're now working within a university as a professional themselves. We've got multiple music producers working in a range of genres. Just because this is music technology doesn't mean it's all dance music. We've got some rock musicians that work as well. We also have a mixing engineer who works for a large international company running the live stages at music festivals, so they run all of the microphones and sound equipment there. We've got some performers. We've got a student who is currently at university studying songwriting, and they're already finding their first industry successes, writing for some lower level industry pros and actually hitting the charts with some of their stuff. We also have a large growing industry of sound designers. We've got some students who have started to look into that as a route into the industry, and it's with the development of apps and things, it's becoming a much bigger area as well. All that remains for me to say is just thank you for listening, and obviously feel free to be in contact with any more questions. As part of the course, they are really vocationally involved, working in groups, working individually, and they are treated as professionals within this course, and they will grow as professionals. And as I say, we have a number of them that go on to some very good careers and go on to experience the music industry in a very interesting and different way, which suits the modern world. Any questions that you may have, my email address is at the bottom of the slide. Thank you for listening.